What if Kawasaki brought back one of the most beloved motorcycles in Japanese history? Not another superbike, not another adventure machine, but a motorcycle built around simplicity, character, and pure riding pleasure. The Kawasaki Zephyr 1100 wasn't the fastest, it wasn't the most advanced, yet decades later, enthusiasts around the world still consider it one of the last authentic Japanese muscle bikes. Now, imagine that philosophy reborn for 2027. While Kawasaki has made no official announcement regarding a new Zephyr 1100, today's video explores a realistic concept inspired by the legendary original and what it could become in the modern era. Let's take a closer look.
When Kawasaki introduced the Zephyr series in the early 1990s, the motorcycle industry was obsessed with speed. Manufacturers were competing to build lighter, faster, and more aggressive sport bikes. But Kawasaki chose a different direction. Instead of chasing lap times, the company revived the timeless styling of the classic universal Japanese motorcycle. The Zephyr 1100 carried a large air-cooled inline-four engine, a steel double-cradle frame, twin rear shocks, and a riding position that prioritized comfort without sacrificing excitement. It wasn't designed to dominate racetracks. It was designed to make every ride memorable. Its smooth torque delivery, mechanical character, and unmistakable engine sound created an emotional connection that modern motorcycles often struggle to replicate. For many enthusiasts, the Zephyr represented the end of an era, before electronics became the defining feature of performance motorcycles. More than 30 years later, the Zephyr continues to enjoy a loyal following. Collectors appreciate its clean design. Custom builders transform it into cafe racers, endurance-inspired machines, and stunning resto mods. Meanwhile, younger riders are discovering the appeal of motorcycles that offer personality instead of overwhelming technology. As emission regulations become increasingly strict, motorcycles like the Zephyr are becoming symbols of a mechanical age that may never return. That growing nostalgia has
Imagine Kawasaki deciding to answer that question. The 2027 Zephyr 1100 concept would preserve the unmistakable silhouette of the original while embracing modern engineering. The large round LED headlight would maintain its vintage appearance while delivering contemporary illumination. A sculpted steel fuel tank would remain the centerpiece of the motorcycle, paired with a long, flat seat and minimalist tail section. The signature twin rear shocks could return with premium adjustable suspension, preserving the classic profile while significantly improving ride quality. At its heart, a modern liquid-cooled inline-four engine could provide effortless torque throughout the rev range while meeting today's environmental standards. Rather than chasing extreme horsepower figures, the focus would remain on smooth power delivery and real-world usability. Technology would stay intentionally subtle. A full-color TFT display could hide behind a traditional round-gauge design. Cornering ABS, traction control, riding modes, cruise control, and smartphone connectivity would quietly enhance safety without distracting from the riding experience. The result wouldn't be a retro motorcycle pretending to be modern. It would be a modern motorcycle that genuinely respects its heritage. If such a motorcycle ever became reality, it would enter one of today's most exciting segments. It could compete against machines like the Honda CB1300 Super 4, Yamaha XJR-inspired customs, Suzuki Katana heritage models, and Kawasaki's own Z900 RS. Yet the Zephyr would bring something unique. Instead of emphasizing outright performance, it would celebrate timeless design, mechanical honesty, and the emotional connection between rider and machine. For many enthusiasts, that's exactly what modern motorcycles have been missing. The Kawasaki Zephyr 1100 has never been about chasing trends.
It has always represented a different philosophy. Simple, powerful, elegant, timeless. Whether or not Kawasaki ever decides to revive this legendary machine, its influence continues to inspire riders around the world. And perhaps that's the true definition of a legend. Not how fast it was, but how unforgettable it remains. So here's a question for you. If Kawasaki introduced a new Zephyr 1100 tomorrow, would you keep it completely original? Or would you build your dream custom version? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this concept documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more legendary motorcycle stories here on NDSTV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.